Morning. I'm not up for today. It's Wednesday, the 2nd of April. Me and my best mate, Blanky, here, stayed up all night. Just gone out to the garage and got this 235 calories. It is a white chocolate cereal balls protein yogurt, strawberry flavour yogurt with white balls. That's what I'm having for breakfast. Don't usually have breakfast, but I am hungry this morning. I've been down my mother's. That's what it looks like. It's got a bit of water on the top. I need to drain it off. Been down my mother's. What day is it? It's Wednesday. What's Wednesday? It's Scrub-a-dub-dub day. But not this Wednesday. I said, Mum, have you had a bath? No. I went, oh, for fuck's sake. I said again. This has got to be like the 5th week they haven't done it. I said, what's the problem? She said, oh, she was moaning the water was cold or something. So I turned the tap on, roasting hot water coming out the tap. And then Mum said about couldn't get in the bath or something. Now, my mother's bathroom's quite small. I'm 10 ton Tessa, and I can get in her bathroom, get her in the bath. When I used to bath her, there was no problem. She reckoned that she couldn't get her in the bath or whatever. So I said to my mother, you've got a shower. She could have showered you. And then my mother was like, oh. So I rang the office and they put me through to the manager and I said, my mother hasn't had a bath again. I said it very nicely, but I said, you haven't had a bath again. I said, it's absolutely ridiculous. I said, my mother suggested I come down on a Wednesday while she has a bath. I said, well, that's not happening because that's defeating the object of her having carers and giving me a break. Oh, yeah, you don't need to be there, blah, blah, blah. So I said, can you please contact the carer this morning and ask her why she didn't bath my mother and ring me back, please, because I want to know. And she went, yeah, no problem. So I don't know whether they're going to say, oh, they can't get her in and out the bath. But if they do say that, then there's a shower there. My mother doesn't particularly like showering. She's always been sort of frightened of water being poured over her head. I think it's the fact that she's never learned to swim. She's got like a phobia about it. But it's like, and she's like, oh, well, maybe I just shouldn't have a bath or that. I said, Mum, you're an old lady entitled to a bloody bath. You can't just say, oh, don't bother bathing me again. I tell you what, every frigging day there's something going wrong. Anyway, I feel like food today. Dinner tonight, Matthew, is going to be... Ta-da! Do you remember how you used to come through the smoke? Stars in their eyes. You old enough to remember stars in their eyes? Anyway, tonight, Matthew, we are having gammon, real chips, possibly peas. If I want peas, I'll have to go to the shop. But Warren has gone off eggs. He's never really had a problem with eggs. And then all of a sudden, he doesn't like the egg. I think it's the white bit he don't like. Don't know why. But me and the kids and that will have like gammon, egg and chips and peas. But Warren will have pineapple. But I ain't got any pineapple in. So I might nip to the shop. If I nip to the shop, I'll get pineapple and peas. And we'll have peas. And then I'll have egg and pineapple. Ovs. Lunch today. I'm doing my mother egg on toast because I got some nice organic eggs that need using. So I said to her, do you want egg on toast for lunch? And she was like, oh, yeah. But I've also got a Mediterranean vegetable pack that I haven't used from Tesco. And it was something like 77 calories for half of the packet. So I think I might chuck that in my soup maker with some stock and make soup. Just not to waste it, like. And then just have a piece of bread with it or a roll. I got baguette here. I don't want to use too many calories at lunchtime because I want to have some real chips. Right, I'm going to go. I've got a day of doing everything but nothing. I need to get down the tip. My eldest son is here. If I can drag his arse out of bed. We'll go down the tip. If not, I'll see if I've got to go with Dexter after school. We were going to go out, me and my mum, but what I've said to her is, I'm waiting for my scales to come. My new scales, they're out on delivery. Don't know what time they're coming. So I said to my mum, if you're not bothered on going out today, we'll stay in today. And then once I've sorted Mackenzie's passport out in the morning, I said, we'll go out. I said, I'll take you to Foodology, or we'll go to Tesco for lunch or something like that. So she was like, oh, okay. I've got a Foodology date with my husband on Monday. He's going to come with me to my first radiotherapy appointment. I'm not actually having treatment on the first day. You just go and have a talk and whatever. So he's going to come with me. It's 9:30 in the morning, so we're going to go up to the Vilindra, and then we're going to go to Foodology for breakfast. Yes, we are. So I might stick an easier day in for Monday next week, and then I can have a nice breakfast. Right. That's it for now. I'm going to go. And what do you think of my new intro and outro? I thought I'd try and make them a bit more professional rather than jokey, if you know what I mean. I downloaded a different editing app, and it's got a lot more variety. It's a lot more expensive. Like the app I'm using is something like £13 something for the whole year. The one I've downloaded now is £22 a month, which is a lot of money when you only make tin pot pennies on YouTube, but I think it's, you know, slightly better. Bit more pro, you know? Anyway, I'm going to eat this yogurt once I've drained the little bit of water off the top. I'll let you know what it's like. I'll stick it on the screen, what I thought of it. And I'll catch up with you for lunch, which I'm thinking soup. So, I could use the Mediterranean vegetables to have with the gammon, but then, nah, soup. I'll see you for some soup. So guys, soup is on the go. So that is the soup made. Well, my day's been spoilt because Jackson and Dexter just walked in the door and it's 1:55. There's a burst water main in Bather, so they've shut the school. Bloody great. Anyway, I've got a mug of soup. It's not the best. It's all right, though. I'll stick all the calories on screen. It made 4 big cupfuls like this. Jackson's just had a cup. There's like 2 cups left. This needs eating. It's a Marks and Spencer's Ploughman's Pot. So I'm going to have that. That's 300 calories. I'm also having a 99 calorie bag of crisps. I'm going to have this as well for 244. So that's what I'm picking for my lunch, and we're having gammon later. I've got over 1,000 calories left for my dinner tonight, which will be ample. And yeah, I'll catch up with you at tea time. Having an orange, 58 calories, because I'm a bit peckish.
Jones, it's Wednesday and Matt's bringing you this week's Watchdog from the set of the
She's been doing that for a long time.
It's all about using doorbell kittens to fight.
Yeah.
On that later. And from doorbell detectives to time-travelling investigations.
She's been trying to escape.
Because the wait is nearly over for the return of one of the biggest
come down.
shows on TV.
Telly's loud, Zell.
Yes, we're talking Doctor Who. I thought we were off camera there.
Is that telly too loud or what?
Are you getting into the music? We'll be joined by the Time Lord himself.
Turn the telly down for you. I think my mother thought it was midday. Mocking who? The woman on the telly? No, I'm turning it down. I think my mother thought it was midday because it's so bright. 7 o'clock at night. You think it's the middle of the day because it's so light, don't you? We've had more shenanigans with the bathing situation. I don't think they're going to bath my mother because...
Wouldn't that used to be called a different name then?
No. I spoke to them this morning and they said my mother refused to have a shower. Now, my mother said, I did not refuse. She said, I told them I didn't really like a shower, but I didn't refuse.
There's not so many cars out there.
Well, it's 7 o'clock at night, Mum. The workmen have all gone home. That's why there's not so many. So my mother's
going to be able to get on the drive.
Yes, Mum.
You went out there and told them, don't you?
Anyway, I think it was going to be a problem, and my mother's getting in a flap over it, so I just said to her, don't worry about it. I said, I'll bloody bath you once a week.
It must be bad for people.
She don't even have a problem. What?
I said it must be bad for people getting, if they're used to getting on their drives and that, and they're blocked.
They're not blocking people's drives, they're leaving gaps. There's 2 houses in the street having loads of work done, and there's so many workmen. Also, all the bloody rubbish from there blows up to my mother's door, doesn't it? All the rubbish collects at your house when it blows around in the street.
Yeah.
You having that pear drop or not?
Well, you can have it if you fancy it.
Oh, thanks. I bought you them. She's got pear drops. Right, it's...
I just wonder, eating these hard sweets, if you choke.
No, eat it, Mum, eat it. Oh.
We'll have to tell people when you're selling this house that
Mum, you haven't died yet, Mum. We're not selling it. It's a fucking doorbell now. Who's out the door? I ain't got my bra on. Well, it was my son that was at the door wanting to go down the park, and I said no. I said no, it's 7 o'clock, you're not going. Anyway, I've been down my mother's ages. So, it's 7:30, and I'm not about to start cooking gammon and chips and all that stuff, and I never made it to the shop. So, I never got peas, and I never got pineapple. And I'm losing the will to live. I'm actually losing the will to live today. Warren said, I'll just order a Chinese. I got 1,100 and something calories left. So I'm going to go in and order a Chinese. But, hang on the window. I'm not having a bombastic Chinese, you know. I'm just going to get chicken balls and chips. I think chicken balls, without looking, are something like 70 odd each. I may be wrong. Check for yourself. I know they're on the app. But I think I'll just do that because I can't be asked. My mother's getting all worked up over the bath situation. I'm getting annoyed about it because it's like, how fucking easy. I couldn't make it easier for them. We've got a bath lift in there. We've got everything they need. But when they rang me back this morning, when I rung up and moaned about it, they said, oh, your mum wouldn't put her bottom back on the chair far enough. Well, I'm sorry. you should be saying, oh, Helen, move back a bit then. If you move back a bit, we can get you in the bath. Not just like, you know, it's just like as if they think, oh, I'll just say she couldn't do it and I don't have to bath her. Because it is a pain in the arse bathing her, I've got to be honest. But I just said to her mum, I said, don't worry about it. I said, I'm all right. I haven't got to have chemo and that now. I've only got to have radiotherapy. I said, I'll do it. Some dodgy characters around here. Just watching this, when you come up my street, you can't go anywhere, it's a dead end. And there's, some dodgy looking characters. Where are they going then? Checking out the houses. Oh God, today's been a bit crap, you know. Right. I'm gonna go in and order a Chinese because everybody's hungry. And oh God, I'll let you see what I'm having. Not gonna be very exciting, but I should still be within my calories. Right. I'll see you in a bit. And this is what I've ended up with. So, I fell asleep. All I remember is Mackenzie coming in, showing me this tin, Jean Paul Gaultier perfume. He went, I got myself some aftershave. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, £68. I was like, what? He's always saying he's got no money. Treated himself to some aftershave. It smelled really nice. It was one of them ones in a tin that's like a body, the bottle. But I fell asleep. It's like 7:15 in the morning, so I've got to get kids up. I've just put my mum's washing in my machine. My mum's got her own washing machine. She's got a new washing machine, right? But it's become easier for me to do her washing down at my house. Otherwise, I've got to put her washing in, go back, or sit and wait an hour for it. So it can be day yawning. So I should call my page a bit of yawning or something, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I've just put her washing in. I've got, when I say I've got a busy day, it's not really a busy day, but it is, if you know what I mean. I've got to get kids off to school. They came home early yesterday because there was a burst water main. Now the school's put an update on like 6 o'clock this morning saying the school's open because they do have some water. So they'll be going to school. They'll be annoyed now when I wake them up. Anyway, the stuff is still in my car from the tip. I had very unwilling helpers yesterday. So I'm taking Mackenzie to get his passport done this morning. Got an appointment at 10 o'clock because the post office up the road do it all for you. You do pay a little bit extra, but at least it'll be done correct. So, and they did say, although he's 17, he will be classed as an adult on his passport. And his holiday is booked as a child. So I don't know if that's going to cause a bit of a problem. I'll have to, I'll ask the man at the post office if he knows. What else? Yeah, so got to go to the post office. I got to go to my mum's on the way to the post office, sort of tablets out. Then we're going to go to the tip. Then my son suggested we go to Foodology. But I'm like, I said I'd pay for his passport because he's obviously still technically a child. Do I want to fork out for breakfast as well? No. And I received this yesterday in the post. I haven't ordered anything, so I was like, what the hell's that? I thought, oh, somebody sent something off my wish list. But it's not. I'll show you what it is. Do you remember I was showing you my shopping haul and I bought some candles to light my didn't buy some candles, sorry. I bought some long matches. Hang on, let me get this out. Because to light a candle. And my lovely friend was watching and thought, I'm a bit old-fashioned there with the old matches. And she sent me this. I knew it was her because earlier on in the day, we chat most days because we're both calorie counting, so we keep each other sort of accountable. And if we're having a bit of a dodgy day, we tell each other, you know. And she said, oh, you can get electric candle lighters. And I was like, yeah, I've seen them, blah, blah, blah. And then one turned up. She sent me one, love her. It's USB charged. It was off at Amazon. That's the make. So you just turn it on. Like so. And it's got those dots. Obviously, you know when it needs charging, when it gets down to 1. And you just press that button. Look at that. If I do it there, you can see it better. I have told Dexter it's a taser gun, so he's not touching it. And when he's naughty, I'm going to get it out and threaten to taser him. Hopefully he'll leave it alone. Look at that. How good's that? So I don't need matches. So thank you very much, my lovely friend. You know who you are. But yeah, how good is that? And it comes with a USB charger cable as well to charge it up. Oh, you can hear it cracking. Oh, better not set fire to my hair. Oh, that's quite satisfying. Don't think you'll be able to hear it. Can you hear the little crack? Look at that though. It's very good. Right, I'm going now to get the kids out of bed and start the vlog for today and not fall asleep. Dexter never came down for his Chinese, so that's going to be going in the bin. The dog might enjoy the chicken balls. I might just take the batter off it and give him the chicken inside. All the rest will be going in the bin because he didn't get his ass out of bed. So he's been in bed he's been in bed for about 12 hours. Which is a good thing because Dexter can get very ratty if he's got a lack of sleep. Well, if I have lack of sleep, don't bother me. I just yawn all day. And now I mentioned yawn, I've yawned. Tomorrow, I will be glamorising myself. I'm going out for the day. I'm going out with 2 of my lovely friends. We're going to go for a carvery and then we're going to bingo. And yeah, we're celebrating my cancer-free life at the moment. And yeah, all I've got to get through now is a week of radiology and then tablets for, I think I'm on tablets for 10 years. But I will possibly ask them that when I go on Monday. Because some people go on them for 5 years and some go on for 10. So I'm not sure if I'll be 5 or 10. Right. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with all my yawning. And maybe I'll go to bed one day soon. See you tomorrow.